Hear ye, gather round for another edition of Young Kings Wrestling featuring the Spooky Soundboard. As always, you can find us on most platforms streaming your favorite podcast episodes, including Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. If you're listening on iTunes, leave us a review of the 5-star kind. Subscribe to us on YouTube at YK Wrestling. Links to all the platforms and merchandise available at ykwrestling.com. Welcome back, or if this is your first time, welcome to the Nuckify Buckingham Palace. As always, I am the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TCF Baby. Please say the baby. Joined by King Reek, House of Havoc, first of his name. I love doing that intro. Shit is fun.
It is fun. Back.
Welcome back. As y'all know, it's October. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Pink Matters merchandise available at ykwrestling.com. The proceeds for those go to Breast Cancer Awareness, the Breast Cancer Research Foundation for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You know, we already aware, so let's put the money to use and do something about it. So sure. Go ahead, copy something. We got hoodies, we got tanks, we got shirts, we got in a whole bunch of other design colors. We got other merch. I'll be trying to think of merch ideas. Shout out to Lo on the Wrestling Wind Down podcast. Yes. She be putting out merch like crazy. Mm-hmm. I'll be trying to think like, man, how can we get some merch that folks are gonna like?
There's some creative stuff.
Yeah, definitely some creative stuff. So I'll be trying to figure it out. If y'all got any ideas, and if y'all feel, a way about letting us use some of those ideas, if y'all don't know how to do it on your own, like
we still gotta do cut the check.
Man, we gotta do the cut the check. Somebody. I wish I did the OG ones before dude got all nasty and stuff on folks. So whoever cutting the checks now, who do we say cut the check to? Ari?
I guess.
I think it is Ari.
Yeah.
Cut the check, Ari. You the main
or
one.
Nick, I guess, because Nick's the CEO now.
But TKO, I think it's Ari. Like Nick just the president of WWE.
Right. Oh.
Dana the CEO of UFC.
Yeah.
We should start talking about UFC more since they kind of under the same umbrella.
That's true. We can.
We're going to start doing that. When the next UFC event? You know more than I do. It's tonight, right? Here. I think there's one here.
I think it is tonight. Hold on.
It's Googleable.
There's a fight night tonight? Yeah, fight night.
It's here?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. Because what was I watching last night? I think I was watching the Lakers, and then they had the UFC show come on right after it, and it was like in Vegas. So yeah. We're gonna start talking about UFC more. I might have to watch that.
Yeah, the big show is gonna be in Abu Dhabi next week.
John Jones or Israel?
No, it's Islam and Volk, because
I don't know.
What's his name got injured. I can't think of his name right now.
It's Google.
It is Google. But yeah, that fight happening. Usman is gonna fight. I
know Usman.
I can't say these dudes' names. Shemaev. Dude that's been undefeated for a hot minute.
Okay. I heard Conor coming back.
Yeah. So Conor got back in the testing pool. Then like 2 days later, they found out they split with USADA. Yeah. So there ain't gonna be no more testing.
We're gonna see John Jones fighting a lot more frequently now.
Oh hell yeah!
what Vince Carter say? I got one more left in me.
Well, if they got the check right,
Right.
because Connor's smart now. He done made money. He only fighting
Right.
fights that ain't gonna be
Hey,
too
listen,
crazy.
they going to Saudi. Man, ain't no problem.
That's a check.
That's multiple checks. You fight 10 times to get that one Saudi check.
Mm-hmm. That's everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, you
Wrestlers know what time it is. Wrestlers
the
getting ready to go to Saudi next month.
Right. The wrestlers, they got the golf shit going on down there. Tyson Fury having like multiple fights in Saudi, getting paid. Well, he getting paid like 50 million a fight, 100 million.
He about to fight Francis.
He fighting Francis in a couple
PFL,
weeks.
I think PFL is putting that on. I might have to tap them credentials or something.
Hey, Saudi, listen. Cut the check, Prince. We go over there. I honor all y'all rules. I don't care. Y'all paying me.
Yeah.
Let us go do some podcasting out there or something. You feel me?
Big facts.
I'll go. I ain't never said nothing bad about Saudi either.
Yeah.
That's on record. Y'all can listen to every episode.
So I'm saying.
For anything, I was putting them over.
I don't do the slander talk over here about Abu Dhabi. Nah.
Anybody that can shoot at me from 200 miles away, I ain't saying nothing bad about.
Shit. Nah, there's some dudes over there that's gangster. I'm not playing with none of y'all.
Listen, shout out to hey, also shout out to my Las Vegas Aces too, man. One game away from repeating WNBA champs.
Okay.
Put that belt out on them motherfuckers the other night.
I'm about to say, like, I'll just take the moral victory of seeing New York in some kind of championship capacity, because it's probably not going to happen for a good while.
Yeah, that's what I said. This the best New York team is. I mean, I don't know what the Knicks and the Nets gonna do. But
ain't much.
Yeah, I'm not expecting much. We already know the football teams. Baseball teams not in the playoffs.
Yeah, man.
Maybe we already won by the time this episode, comes out. I'm definitely thinking of betting on New York tomorrow.
They're gonna try to make it interesting.
Yeah, that's how I know. Like, we on the road, everything it's a tough place to win. So, but also shout out to Stanford Cardinal football. Knocked off Colorado. Blew them out too. No, Colorado was blowing them out with like 30.
Yeah, it was a shut.
It was looking nasty. And then shout out to them. Shout out to UNLV, who facing our rivals this afternoon too. So good football. Shout out to UNLV football being good this year too.
Right.
Shout out to them. Got one loss. It was to Michigan. Listen, y'all gonna lose to Michigan. Anybody?
I'm about to say it's a different weight class over there. Unfortunately. Right.
Shout out to the Runner Rebels. They supposed to be good this year too. Shout out to UNLV sports being good after I graduate.
Ain't that some shit?
Right, man. But it is what it is. Still repping, still alumni. So it is what it is. Yes, this week in wrestling history, let's get into it, man. 1992, Bret the Hitman Hart wins his first WWE championship, beats Ric Flair, who was in his second reign as WWE champ. This match was not televised. They did not televise a world title change back in 1992. It was recorded though and later released on home video. So shout out to Bret Hart winning his first one. And he held it 4 times, I believe, over the next 5 years.
Yeah,
and then screw job happens. And y'all know the rest of that. The year 2000, we find out this week that Rikishi did it for The Rock.
Come on, son.
2006, Kurt Angle makes his debut in TNA. Debuts on Impact. Got the little video package, where he real intense with the mouth guard in.
Yeah.
Came out, it was immediately free smoke with Samoa Joe.
Facts.
Had some great matches too.
Real quick.
This same week in 2006, Rated RKO puts on the DX shirts and mocks DX on Raw.
Man,
some of
that
the
plastic
funniest stuff
nose was
I've ever
crazy.
seen, bro. It is by far the funniest shit I've probably seen on Raw, probably ever. I go back and watch it like every now and again.
Yeah, man.
Every few months I watch it. Not even joking.
They was going hard, like.
Yeah, man. 2018, we get another Shield reunion. I think that's wrong. All right, I went to go double check, and it looked like it was wrong.
2018.
Yeah, it was
October.
the second time.
Yeah,
because they went to. They're supposed to have a match in Saudi, right?
It was either Saudi or it was Australia. I think it was Australia.
It was Australia.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's when they had the thing with Drew and I think Braun and somebody else.
Braun was involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to go do some QC on that, and before we recorded, apparently I forgot to take it off my notes before I did that, so I just stumbled across it while we was recording. It is what it is. It may or may not have happened this week or not.
It probably did.
Probably did. In 2019, this definitely happened this week. Bayley defeats Charlotte Flair to win the SmackDown Women's Championship. Before the match, Bayley murdered the Bayley Buddies right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
That really happened. That was a draft episode of SmackDown.
That was my first time in Vegas.
Yeah, I remember you was there that week.
I had been there like a day already.
Yeah,
I was down the street.
Yeah, you literally right there too.
I was just over at Mandalay.
Like right across the street too.
Damn.
Fun times, man. Pre-pandemic. Elsewhere on this show, from what I can remember, I remember Seth and Roman had a match. And the Fiend came out from under the ring and scared the shit out of Seth Rollins. This is like a week after Hell in a Cell, I think.
Before.
It was before Hell in a Cell? No, it was after. It was after. Because Bayley... Yeah, because Bayley lost the title to Charlotte at Hell in a Cell.
You're right. That's right. Yeah.
And then she came out with the haircut and everything. That was fun. That was a fun night. I remember that like it was yesterday.
I wasn't ready, but I was hyped after the shock.
Yeah. That was fun time. I remember it was a kid that was like right behind me. It wasn't a kid actually, it was an adult. He was special needs. And when Randy Orton came out, oh man, it was over. Shit. It was over. He was singing the song and everything. I was like, hey, turn up. Right. That was my dog. Shout out my happy birthday this past week to Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero, the legend. I'm trying to do math and figure out how old Eddie Guerrero would have been. I think 57, 56. It's Google.
18. He was.
Do that math for me.
He was, I want to say.
I think he was born in 65, right?
67.
67?
Yeah.
So it'd be 56.
Yeah. He was 30. He was 38.
38 when 56.
Yeah.
Shout out to math.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to that quick maths.
Mm-hmm.
Stevie Richards. Happy birthday to Stevie Richards this past week. Ilya Dragunov had a birthday on Tuesday, so he had to wrestle and work on his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to people that have to work on their birthday. Yeah, I mean, shit.
I had to work on mine.
Yeah, I try not to work on my birthday if I can avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last time I remember working on my birthday was my 21st. That was lame.
That's terrible.
It was a Sunday, is what it is.
That's a double sin. Working on a Sunday and it's your birthday, like, bro. I hate working Sundays, man.
Yeah, me too. Except, Young Kings Wrestling. That's I like doing that.
Oh, well, see, this ain't working.
Yeah, it's fun time.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, baby. Had me a birthday this past week. We were wine and dining with kings and queens, and we were having a good time, baby.
No hard times.
Yeah, no hard times. We had good times. Scratching and surviving. Hanging in the trail line. Ain't we lucky we got him. Lucky we got him, baby. Happy birthday this past week to Rikishi and the Tonga Kid. I don't know if y'all knew they were twins. Did y'all know that?
That's news.
I found out a few years ago, which makes sense that they both have twins, because twins be having twins on some weird ass shit.
Facts.
The Bella's gonna have twins one day. It's gonna happen
eventually.
Shout out to the Bellas. Excuse me. Shout out to Taz. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to Tony Chim. And if anything, you want to throw some money at a problem, we're gonna talk about somebody throwing money at a problem in a second. But let's get Tony Chimmo in there. Rated R superstar.
I was doing some research on the hot topic of today's episode. Apparently, he's employed by AEW. Yeah, last thing I heard that I saw when I was looking it up, Tony back in April this year, he was talking about how he was working with them in production when they were taping in Orlando.
Okay. He's still getting checks.
Yeah. Put him on the list, man.
Hey, listen, that list deep at this point. Happy birthday this past week to Ricochet, Rhea Ripley, the women's world champion over there on Monday Night Raw. Riddick Moss had a happy birthday this past week. Shout out to him. Shout out to Rodney Mack, who had a birthday.
The White Boy Challenge.
The White Boy Challenge. Y'all still need to bring that back too.
Yes, they do.
If y'all, somebody got to do it. Let them do it in Impact or something. Like let somebody do the White Boy Challenge. Facts. Let Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits do it.
Yeah, man, I need it.
Get behind that. Facts. Happy birthday this past week to another check getter, Karen Jarrett. She in AEW now too, so she on the list.
Facts.
Killer Kowalski, the legendary trainer of the game, Triple H, and he trained a lot of other people, but I think most notably, Triple H. This one, I had to put this one on the list because I think it was last time we was on the apron bump. Was that this year or last year?
I think it was this year.
It might have been this year. We was covering In Your House 6, and the dude Triple H face on this show, Duke the Dumpster Droese.
Yeah, it was this year. I remember.
Shout out to him. Nikolai Volkov, happy birthday to him. Stacy Keibler, Joey Abs from the Mean Street Posse, and Tama Tonga, one of the original founders of the Bullet Club. Happy birthday to him. The son of Haku, the legendary Haku.
Real one.
And one more birthday I want to get out the way here. Jacksonville Dixie Carter, aka Tony A. That's not my nickname. I didn't come up with that. That was Randy Orton. if you must know. True story. Jacksonville Dixie Carter, aka Tony Yayo. What other AKAs we got? It's so many. Snowman.
Yeah.
TK the Snowman. Get it? Facts. TK the Snowman. Iced out. Plus I got Snowman. Hey, yo.
TKU.
Happy birthday to him.
TKU.
Happy birthday to him.
I'm packing the edits, guess what?
Peasants, you peasants. Surprise, motherfucker. Woo-wee. Tony Khan, bring that ass here, boy.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Oh, my Lord. How old Tony Khan turned this week, man? It's Googleable.
It ain't. I think he's still in his 30s. Hold up.
No, he's in his 40s.
Oh, is he? Oh, that's going to make this so much better. He's 41.
41 years old. He turned 41 years old this past week. I went in and found out some things Tony Khan is older than. Tony Khan is almost 2 months older than the Thriller album.
Oh boy.
Tony Khan is older than crack in the black neighborhoods by 2 years. But yet, this man's been on Twitter for the past week, acting like a 17-year-old Minecraft streamer.
Damn.
Just going crazy. What'd you do for your birthday, man?
Ooh.
I know what you was doing. It's crazy, man.
Well, let me help the people who are under a rock here.
Yeah.
So as of yesterday, Tony went on Twitter and said this weekend marks 1 year since Mayo Clinic saved my mom's life. During her ordeal, many
going straight to yesterday. We didn't even talk about the days before that.
Look, the fan out here, making videos about how they hate WWE fans and shit like that. That's some suicide bomber treatment going on, right? That's some extremist.
In the words of the great Snoop Dogg, Hall of Famer Snoop Dogg, I hate you too, little niggas.
Yeah, that's some extremist activity that I don't subscribe to.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fans have been extra. Anyway, during her ordeal, many AEW talent came to me alleging WWE tampering, inducing them to break their contracts. I'll never forget these phone calls at her side in the hospital. It's when business became personal to me. Then he followed that up in a retweet saying, not that I should be surprised, but the same WWE avatar accounts that spam me every day, no matter what I say or what it's about, now turning their wrath to mom recovering from a near-death experience is why I straight hate these people to the bottom of my heart with all my soul.
This is a president of a nationally televised company.
Man.
Saying this. Like with no filter, no publicists, no PR. We already said they don't have a PR department. So,
they don't have. I don't think they have any departments anywhere. I think they just started setting up, production for wrestling and let everything else fall into place.
Brought all the homies in.
Yeah. It's rare that I don't really have a lot of words to say when I'm in response to something, but I saw this and I'm just like,
and using your mama to get sympathy points now.
But it's like, where were you going with this? Like, what was your goal? Like, we know you're childish. We know this is how you feel. We know you like to take shots. You the only real mainstream major wrestling promoter that's on Twitter every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I mean, there's nothing new here, but like, what was the sympathy play about? I'm not understanding that.
Hey, I seen this man retweeting GoFundMe's and stuff to try to save face.
But I came to a conclusion this morning, bro. I came to a strong conclusion. What we've seen this past year, and I think probably the year before too, what we've seen is AEW. Yeah, we've seen AEW slowly become what it truly is. Truly is. Just stay with me for a minute. When this all started,
it was from the very beginning.
Yeah, but see, when it started, it was just an alternative, right? Mm-hmm. We haven't had a real alternative since WCW, and it started with the right idea.
Erasure.
Yeah, I mean, look, we watched it, but it wasn't on that level. But no, they had the right idea. The heart was in the right place, but you had a foundation full of dipshits. Like, we know who, the core group. Yeah, them. And they went and signed a whole bunch of people that had problems, and I even took down a few, you know what I'm saying? Jimmy Havoc, Joey Janela, yep. Darby, just to name a few. And then, the years go on, pandemic, stuff like that, in the last couple of years, and then you see some people slowly start fading away. The face of your company didn't renew his contract after 3 years. He said, I'm done. And the fact that in his documentary, he said, I can't tell you why I left the company. He said, it wasn't about money, it wasn't about booking, it wasn't about my status, nothing like that. And he was complimentary about everyone else, from Kenny to the dipshit Bucks to everyone else. Didn't say a word. The man who cuts your check to get this company off the ground for you, he didn't have a word to say about him. That is telling. So now,
and mind you, before he said that statement, he said, "Don't cut any of this out."
Exactly.
So they didn't even cut out nothing.
Right. I don't want nothing edited. Nothing edited. So you look at that, and what's happened since then, like probably your most easily one of the biggest draws in the company, and Jade went to WWE, and even Pepsi Phil left because it was not. Mm-hmm. So when it comes down to, and I think this is where like the light bulb went off for me, AEW is nothing more than a safe haven for toxic wrestlers and their fans. Plain and simple. Toxic wrestlers, toxic wrestling fans. That is safe haven for y'all.
Yeah, this is what we've been saying. Which, I mean, it's cool with me, like, because they was trying to take over the WWE shows, and I was trying to enjoy that. No, the fuck I did. So, like, yeah, it's cool that y'all over there in your own little contained bubble. I appreciate it. That's like the main reason I don't want this company to die. Outside of, you know, people getting paid. We got legends that come in there and they see this man as nothing but a payday.
Right.
I'm kind of feeling bad, not too bad for Edge because he made a decision on his own, but
he did.
For this to happen like almost immediately when he gets there, probably having some regrets.
That's what I'm saying. And I hate that. I hate to see that for somebody who's done so much for the business in general. But it's just like, you can't tell me you haven't seen it before.
You saw it coming.
Like we all saw it coming. It's been publicized. It's been public. There's no hiding this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, but for me, after this, listen, I got a lot of love for the people that are in that company. Mm-hmm. No slight to them. But I can't watch with this man running the shows no more. I can't do it. I can't do it. Get him up out of here, or Almost Exclusively White is gonna stay off of my TV because I can't do it no more.
But like did y'all? I peeped like slowly how he just started taking credit for everything over like the last 2 years.
Constant.
Now everything is just he do everything. Like he was when he was in the background, just like cutting the checks, doing the thing, like saying he didn't want to be in the spotlight. Mm-hmm. I remember that was said that he didn't want to focus on him. And when Cody was trying his hardest to make this and to seem something legitimate, and then this man just slowly starts taking credit for everything. Now is I did this, me, you ever know there's a lot of eyes
constantly. Like
I gave the NWA money for this all women's wrestling show, and they didn't appreciate me. And
I was about to say that, like, oh, I supplied all these women for the roster. Like, sir, you mean the women that you're not using enough on your own show? Is that what you're talking about?
Right.
Okay.
And y'all know what the hell happened, but if y'all been living under a rock this past week, or it's probably you probably have better pressing matters than to worry about what somebody's saying on Twitter all week. This man finally has come to the realization and had a meltdown that he ain't him. The 3-time Booker of the Year ain't really him. It's just the battery pack then put at him and just set off. It's like the loner kid at school, man. He want to be like the jock. He see all the jocks, all the popular kids, and they getting all the attention. They getting all the girls, like all the teachers like him.
Right.
And he can't get the attention. He want that attention. Mm-hmm. And he try to sit with them on some, on some mean girl shit. You can't sit with us. So when they let him know, or when he try to still sit with them and he think, oh, I got it, it just crumbles down. One of my favorite trash movies.
What?
Love Don't Cost a Thing. With Nick Cannon. And
listen, I enjoy that movie.
It's enjoyable. It's trash, but it's enjoyable. There's a lot of enjoyable trash I like. Tony Khan is Nick Cannon in Love Don't Cost a Thing. Like, he think he can throw money at a problem and get people to like him. Yeah, it's just like buying. You remember he think he the girl on the Fresh Prince who was buying Will all these gifts, trying to get his popularity and just using him, and I'm gonna take all this shit back. He think that's him, but he ain't him. He Nick Cannon, and love don't cost a thing.
That's facts. He was Alvin.
He think he throwing money at the problem, and then when everybody be like, "You really a lame ass motherfucker," and then facts. It's just like you had that realization, the truth hurts, and the truth hurts. You see who on my shirt?
Yes, sir.
You see who on my shirt? DX let them motherfuckers know. Like, you can't sit with us.
This week was not the week to try it.
Like, yo, like you think you can sit with us, but like, listen. And people, you know, you hashtag you niggas too. I'm jumping ahead. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. let's focus on Tony.
It's true though, because it's like he thought he was Alvin back when he was just working for the Jags. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then they came to him and said, "Hey, we need like some money to start." Yeah, he was clean looking. Then you know, they came to him and said, "Hey, we need some money to start a wrestling company." He said, "Oh, we can be friends.
Right?
we can be cool together. Okay, I love wrestling. Let's do this."
Shad was cool because Shad was like, "Hey, get this motherfucker away from my real team."
Exactly. Like, I don't need him in here. Do something with him. So he said, "Okay, all right. I got friends now. Let's go do something." And he's, you know,
this is friends that's getting more money than they would ever get in wrestling.
Exactly. But and that's the thing too. I said this way back. When you take a toxic wrestling fan and you give him a pen and a crew, a creative team, or whatever they got going on over there, the means to book wrestling on a major TV program, this is what happens. He turned into Al. And he thought he was that dude. He went from Alvin to Al. Right. Because he was the guy in front of all these people. You know what I'm saying? Tony Khan gets major announcements every month at least. Right. Like,
I thought he didn't want to be on TV.
Exactly. Like, what happened to that? Anytime something happens, he got to be the first one.
Ego. That's all it was. Everybody feed his ego on the internet all the time. They still doing it this past week. I seen dudes tweeting at Tony like, "It's all right, Tony. We got your back. Got his back doing what? What you going to
unplug? Y'all got to unplug, man, because it's too obvious. Every time something go down,
like way too much.
Every time something go down, y'all in unison just we support Tony, or we support them. We support. Yeah, man. Unplug.
Listen, and then that man did all that tweeting this past week because we gonna say why. He still didn't bother to address the Juice Robinson thing that happened on Dynamite too.
Oh yeah,
the quarters.
Yeah, see, there's lines and there's habitual line steppers.
Right.
My guy leapfrogged over that line for real. Like
this dude did the whole. Listen, the floor is lava on motherfuckers.
Yo.
Hey, listen, at least they show equal offense to all religions. You remember Hangman Page did the Crown of Thorns on Good Friday?
Oh my God, I heard about that. I still ain't watched it.
Yeah, it ain't nothing to watch. It happened though. That happened. Yeah. So we just offending everybody religion over here. And then you got, hashtag you niggas out here copping please, trying to act like y'all didn't know what he was doing at first. And then when it became apparent, when I say it became apparent, that means MJF said, "Oh no, I was okay with it." Then y'all started copping more pleas, moving the goalposts. Like, see, MJF said it was fine. Vince McMahon said the N-word one time. What about that? Shit was 20 years ago. We talking about now.
Yeah, today, present day.
Talking about now,
because we all know that if Vince was on TV in the present day, he's not damn sure wouldn't have said that.
He's not doing that. Like,
no.
This is before they became family friendly too.
Exactly.
Like, it wasn't okay for him to do that.
No.
But like within the context of society, niggas thought it was funny. Some niggas.
But see, this brings me to something that just irks my soul. Because why is it that anytime we start getting Tony Khan for his bullshit, y'all want to
bring up Vince.
Pivot to Vince. When have we ever defended Vince?
Even Tony
recall,
did that shit. This nigga started bringing Vince up.
I cannot recall anybody with good sense, even the toxic fans that sit up there and big up Vince for nothing. We've been as critical as Vince as anybody, right? Because listen, credit to him for what he's done for the business. There would be no business without him, right? But that's just because like he knows what he's doing. That doesn't mean that we support everything he does. That doesn't mean we're going to defend him for what he does. When something happens with Vince, we like, it's time. Right. Like it's that like when I was about to say when that lawsuit went down, we're like, time's up. Right. Time's up, Grandpa. Right. Like that's it. But when nobody is jumping to the defense of Vincent Kennedy McMahon. I promise you they're not. They're not putting on that cape for him like y'all like to do for Tony. So whenever Tony got to take a hit, I don't know why y'all like to pivot to that, but there's no value to it. There's no point in bringing it up because we're not there. We never have been. So I don't know what y'all do that for because I promise you, you're not gonna see me say, "Oh, Vince is this." Yeah, I know he did it, and I gave him shit for that too. And next,
yeah, man. Back to the Juice Robinson thing though, where y'all, I'm getting on y'all now, y'all fans. Again, trying to act like y'all didn't know what he was doing somehow. Y'all can look at like common German names and number sequences and try to claim a wrestler is referencing some obscure Nazi and nobody ever fucking heard of. But all of a sudden, y'all can't articulate on a simpler level when it's right in front of you what's going on. Like, no, Juice Robinson always hit people with quarters. Do we always do that? When he write a Jewish dude's name on the roll of quarters the same week we got terrorist attacks going on.
That's what I'm saying, man.
And y'all can feel how y'all feel about who's the terrorist. We ain't about to get into that. But
right. But it's like, you gotta have some perception. You gotta have some awareness. Some simple awareness. Because perfect example, again, can't defend Vince for something he did because when the London bombings happened back in like
I seen they was bringing up Muhammad Hassan too.
Yeah, exactly. Like that was a bad angle to put on.
Yeah, I was wondering why I seen Muhammad Hassan's name on my trending board on Twitter. Confused.
Energy. It's the same energy. I would say, hey, that you shouldn't have did it that week. Same situation here. Like, listen, it's probably not a good angle to put on TV at any point in time, but especially given what's going on,
right?
Maybe say, hey, let's nix this. Let's go with something else. But y'all don't have departments, so
remember they did a Shaq Gaspard tribute by showing a beach shore.
Man, don't get me started on that.
That type shit. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up the Tony Khan conversation. Let's talk about why Tony Khan was mad. Royal addressing rumors. We had a NXT versus AEW Dynamite going head to head. First time in about two years or so, something like that. NXT blew out AEW in the ratings with no Vaseline, 100%. We had Cody Rhodes came out there to start the show off. How many royal families does wrestling have, Reek?
We got more than one wrestling family.
We do. And one of those royal wrestling families, Rhodes, Dusty Rhodes, baby. Happy birthday this past week to the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, baby. We had the announcement of the Dusty Cup by Dusty Rhodes' son, Cody, baby. Cody Rhodes announces the Dusty Cup is coming back. Also announces the men's breakout tournament. Got the women's breakout tournament is currently going. Let's go, Kalani Jordan. Or let's go, Jada Parker. Let's go, Jakar Jackson. Whoever is black in that tournament, let's go. Cody Rhodes also announced that Shawn Michaels allowed him general manager duties for the night. It's his first time in NXT in almost 10 years. So let's do it. We get Dominic Mysterio comes out there because Everybody gets interrupted by Judgment Day music, no matter who you are. That seemed to become the thing here.
Terrible.
He comes out there. Ilya Dragunov makes his way out there. Dominic. Dominic comes out there with Rhea Ripley. Ilya Dragunov makes his way out there. Is like, hey fam, this is my show. It's my birthday. Fuck's going on? So Cody Rhodes said, hey, y'all can face each other tonight. And that's what happens. And he also announces LA Knight is the guest referee. Shout out to LA Knight. More on LA Knight here. Of course, in our main event, we had Braun Breaker as him with Paul Heyman taking on Carmelo Hayes with John Cena in his corner. First time these two have faced off on free TV. Solo Sikoa even came through back to the Performance Center for NXT. And for the first time in over 3 years, The Undertaker makes an appearance at the Performance Center. Came out there. Braun Breaker said, I ain't no bitch. I don't give a fuck who you are. You know who my dad is? You know who my uncle is? And I don't care about you. Taker said, okay. Choke slam. You came out with the bite, too. Facts. Taker ain't never, he said, all that dead man shit over with. He ain't never putting that get up on ever again.
It's a wrap for all that.
That I laid my hat and jacket in the ring for the last time. Put over Melo and Braun huge. That's a good look for both.
That was fun. Melo had the kind of reaction I would have in that moment, honestly.
Bro, you can see how happy he was. Y'all forget Melo around our age too. I was kind of jealous. I was kind of hating a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I was happy for her, but I was hating. I was like, damn, I wish that was me. That looked fun.
Hell yeah.
You could do the Undertaker shit, man. That shit fun, man.
Right.
Shout out to AEW Dynamite and Tony Khan.
He got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
Hey, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
By like 300,000 viewers, too.
Yeah.
Edge's debut match versus Luchasaurus. Yeah, let's have Edge's debut match be against Luchasaurus and not somebody
that we care about.
Yeah, that we care about and that people will want to see.
Crazy.
I could have did Edge versus Sting.
I mean, you might as well. If you're going to have Sting keep wrestling, why not?
Y'all could have hot shot at Edge versus Christian and just put the title on Edge. That's what I'd do if I had the pin.
Right.
Hey, this man got cooked, though, man.
You should have been talking shit.
Just take it on the chin. Just take it on the chin. You're going to be all right.
Been talking shit for years.
Let me hit these rumors real quick.
Hold on, real quick. I got more. You got these fans also crying about WWE being unfair.
So, man, talk to them.
Like it's WWE's regular night. Like y'all coming on our night trying to get our viewers. Yeah, we gonna load this motherfucker up. And they did it the right way. They didn't just throw the legends on there and have them take the shine. Like y'all had Taker, y'all had Edge, Heyman.
Yep.
They weren't wrestling. They were in a non-wrestling role. They were in the background. They were putting the guys over. You put Braun Breaker over as a heel, even though he got his ass whooped by Taker. Like that's still putting. He didn't just getting. It's not like when FTR got their ass whooped by DX a few years ago. And they still crying about
nowhere near that.
It ain't like that. Braun stepped up to Taker. He stepped up in Taker's face. Like, what you gonna do? You on my show?
Yeah.
Like this ain't your yard no more. Like you retired. This is my show. This is my yard. What you doing? That made Braun Breaker look better than you probably ever could have had him look.
Yeah.
Like you mean to tell me Edge, Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley, Chris Jericho, Christian, MJF, etc. It was Sting on this show?
I don't even remember.
Oh, I didn't watch it. I don't know. You mean to tell me these people, y'all can't at least hover around the same amount of viewers with them? Like y'all got smacked. I've been hearing from the fans for years how AEW got the best roster of any show. Shit, when WWE, when they put it on though.
I'm gonna say their own people said it. I remember JR a couple years ago said, "Oh, our shit's better."
Right.
Okay, Jim.
Is it better? Is it better for real?
Okay.
That's cap. Totally cap. That means lie.
Anyway, let's get into these rumors real quick, man.
Oh man. First one I'm gonna get to real quick because I just seen it like an hour ago. Adam Cole underwent ankle surgery. We saw him take a little hobble real bad, and he was trying to help his guy out. He had said on Twitch that he's gonna need 2 surgeries, 8 screws, and a plate in his ankle. So my guy really messed himself up. But best wishes, speedy recovery to the guy. I still want to see a finish to that story. So we'll see how that goes.
AW, we gonna get it.
Yeah,
they always one thing about them, they don't know how to pivot. They gonna give us what they meant to give us.
Yeah, at some point. Karrion Kross said he wrote a book, and he's looking for, hoping that WWE. One of the reasons he came back to WWE is he wanted them to publish it. He said it's being reviewed, or it's been reviewed. He just needed to get the publishing for it. But yeah, he sounds good. Sounds excited for it.
Nice.
Looking forward to people getting a chance to read it. So that's gonna be pretty dope. He talked a little bit about him coming back when Triple H gave him the call, wanting to do what he did in NXT on the main roster. So him and Scarlett. It's like, I don't even need to talk about this. Me and you cool, so I'm down to do it. Davey Boy Smith had an emergency surgery.
Junior,
I believe it was yesterday. Yeah, Junior. Said that he posted it on IG. He had to get his appendix and his colon removed.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah. Real crazy.
But I thought he's supposed to be coming back.
There was some talk about it for a couple years now, but I don't know if anything actually materialized or not. But another speedy recovery, best wishes to you.
For sure, man.
Because that's
crazy.
Yeah, you hear emergency surgery, that's some wild stuff. So November Survivor Series, I think it is the 27th. It's Googleable. But
Alexa,
we now
Survivor
have
Series.
25th actually. But we now have about 2 reasons to watch, because 2 things that more than likely are going to happen. Number 1, and this is the most realistic one, is the target date for when we expect to see Randy Orton again. So that's when they're hoping to have him back by. He's been at the PC lately. Another fan been hiding out, creeping in the parking lots in the PC. So
goddamn NXT Anonymous.
I'm telling you, man. But yeah, he's been back, and we'll expect to see him by Survivor Series. The other thing, and this is gonna be hit or miss, but the way these conversations have been going, I would just put money on it. A bunch of different sources, including the Seltzer-verse, have claimed that all the talks about Pepsi Field coming back to WWE have shut down. That they're not interested, not right now, but never say never, blah, blah, blah. Just go on and put money on him coming back to Chicago, because as much as I would believe that that's the case, this seems like another one of those scenarios that are just like, hey, feed him some fake news, keep him completely off the trail of this. Exactly, like keep him completely off the trail of this. We don't want nobody even suspecting that this might be the case. So just go on and put a dime or 2 on CM Punk showing up to Survivor Series, because it just makes sense.
I might bet on that too.
Yeah. And last thing,
while you're doing it,
I'm about to say, like, you might as well, because it's like that. Now, the last thing I got, we heard from Endeavor CEO Ari Emanuel, whichever one that is. It's reported from Sports Illustrated. He made 2 things perfectly clear. Number 1, when the TKO stock took a little bit of a dip, that was not on him. That was on Vince McMahon. His quotes say,
under the bus like crazy.
Oh yeah. His quotes say, one of the reasons the stock was down is they thought Raw was the best package. They, meaning the person in charge. Person in charge at the time was Vince. He said, I saw a 40% increase, which was in line with expectations. 2 was the PFL situation. I don't know what that was about. But 3, probably Vince in our deal wanted to be able to put at any point in time his stock. He's 78 years old. He's been working at this for decades and decades. So I think those 3 back-to-back issues. So he said, I already said my IPO straight. I don't know about Vince's. But the second thing, and we can put this to bed because it's been speculated about ever since this happened. He says that in order for an organization to be as effective as possible, people need to do the job they are assigned. In this case, that approach has empowered Paul, Triple H, Levesque to get his full inheritance of WWE's creative. So, what that means in layman's terms is that Vince is no longer in any form or fashion directly involved in creative during the week, during the month, during the year. He is out. Vince is the chairman of WWE from their side of Endeavor, and that's it. Nothing else. So all y'all that thinking about, I think Vince is back.
Shareholders this too, by the way. So
exactly. So that's
legally binding.
I'm about to say, like, that's a meeting that takes place, regularly for people who got financial incentives for this company. So all y'all that's sitting up there talking about, I think Vince is back and Vince got his fingerprints all over, and y'all listen to these dirt sheets tell you that bullshit.
Right.
It's the man that runs the whole company saying, hey, it's done, it's over. Because he ain't messing up my bottom line. Period.
Right. Hey, man, it is what it is. Speaking of wrestling companies getting TV deals, I got one more thing. I seen Billy Corgan was on somebody podcast. I don't know who. Billy Corgan, the president of the NWA, announces they got a couple TV deals coming up. So they're still gonna be doing some YouTube stuff, but the TV is definitely gonna help. Of course, they're expanding territories and stuff again. So
let's
get an NWA territory in Vegas.
Go ahead for it, man. Facts.
Cause what other podcasts besides, shout out to Will, Botch Spots and Cherry Shots, they the only ones I know that's talk about NWA.
Yeah, that's it.
So I see some NWA, I'm gonna talk about it, man. It's wrestling. I got some more NWA props to give on this show too. But I do want to transition though into what we watched this past week outside of the regular stuff. We had Raw. Not too much was going on with Raw. Mm-hmm. Y'all did my hometown dirty. I ain't really giving them nothing to really care about. I mean, we had Drew and Seth got announced for Crown Jewel.
Mm-hmm.
Imperium and DIY's free smoke season. They running up on folks. See how quick Wade Barrett got out of there?
Oh, man, Wade said this ain't my life no more, fam. I'm not about
I don't do this anymore.
I hear you, fam.
I watched because we had the anniversary last week. Bad Blood 1997 in your house. And I went and watched that back again. I don't think I've ever seen a full show. I always skip to the Hell in a Cell if I ever was watching it. But the whole episode is kind of what you expected from an In Your House in the mid-late 90s. Not really much going on. A lot of stuff is just kind of used to transition the stories and everything to the big shows like Survivor Series. Of course, we had Hell in a Cell. But, one example of them using the In Your Houses to build to the big four shows, we had Owen Hart wins the Intercontinental Championship. They held a tournament over past several weeks. The title was previously vacated by Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh yeah,
injured, and Stone Cold helps Owen win the championship back. And they're like, Stone Cold's helping Owen Hart because Stone Cold told Owen, "Hey fam, I'm beating you for this motherfucker."
Exactly.
So over the next several weeks after this, he continued to help Owen retain his championship, always interfering. So he would make sure when we get to Survivor Series, I'm going to be the one that's going to beat you. Ain't nobody else beating you but me. That's gangster. We did mention last week when we talked about this show, Brian Pillman passed the day of the show. So some things had to be shuffled around. He was supposed to face Dude Love. I forgot to mention when we talked about NXT, Brian Pillman Jr. found out his new name, Lexus King.
Yeah.
He said he's denouncing his father's last name because his father died when he was 4. He didn't know him. He didn't have a relationship with him growing up. He took the last name of the man he had a relationship with. If we know that story, you might feel a way about it, but it is what it is.
Whatever.
You know, it's him. First name Lexus, that was his sister passed away.
Yeah.
So her sister's name was Alexis. I think it was like Brian Pillman's adopted daughter for like one of his marriages he had. I also found out that Brian Pillman's wife passed away. I did not know that. Like last year, Brian Pillman Jr.'s mom, who was on the Dark Side episode.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's how much I pay attention.
I feel like I heard something about that.
But like, yeah, once I was reminded of it, I was like, I kind of remember, but I don't remember really engaging with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
I need to know who doing that tape up for him though. You see.
I know Black got Dominican.
You're like, what's going on with you, man?
Hey, bro, he look. I like the look better than the mullet though. He like a totally different person.
Oh, he do. He damn sure do.
He look more like Pillman, for sure.
Right.
Loose cannon for real. But yeah, of course, you know, Brian Pillman passed, so he was supposed to face Dude Love. They had to shuffle some things around, so it was a couple random matches they had on the show. They had some midget wrestling on this show.
Oh man,
they had they had midget Mexican wrestling too. Some midget luchadors. Remember the juniors? Remember they had the juniors division?
Oh man. Oh, what's his name? Palmer
Cannon.
Palmer.
Yeah, dude.
He had the ideas.
He was a UPN executive.
Did you?
That was some insane. That was some insane time.
Juniors. He was the one that brought the boogeyman out.
Oh yeah, he did. I wasn't really watching that often back then, so it was a lot of stuff I'm gonna go run back 05 one of these days to catch up on that. But as is customary when I watch old stuff on Peacock, I gotta count the dead wrestlers on the show. And we had a final count of 15 on this one.
Ew.
Yeah, man. Owen Hart, one of the midget Mexican wrestlers, the Legion of Doom, British Bulldog, the Patriot. Remember him?
Yeah.
Kurt Angle took his music.
Right.
And Vader. Vader was on there too. I think that's all the ones that were wrestling. But like half of them were in one segment. It was a bunch of old wrestlers. So I knew like they weren't alive. So they were like half of the 15. It was like a segment they had honoring St. Louis wrestling legends, Gene Kiniski, Jack Briscoe, Terry Funk and Dory Funk Jr., Harley Race, Luthez, and one of the founders of the NWA, Sam Muchnick. Dory Funk Jr. is the only one that's still alive out of those 7. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy times. But we did watch the SmackDown season premiere this past week too. Let's talk about that, man, because Roman Reigns is back.
Yes, sir.
And when Roman Reigns comes back and you throw up the one, it just the show feels bigger. It always feels like can't miss television.
Exactly.
And that's what it was. Paul Heyman dyed his hair again.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have noticed if Michael Cole didn't say nothing.
I was about to say, like, I wasn't even paying attention. And then I heard him say, oh, he's aging. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
And I seen cul-de-sac looking clean again. Like,
Paul Heyman funny. Like, he funny for committing to the bit.
Yeah.
I love it. LA Knight, he ain't no bitch. John Cena was like, look, I respect you, Roman. I acknowledge you. You're the, listen, they call me the greatest of all time. And if you got issue with that, I understand.
That's cool.
Because right now, you doing things I ain't never did. So I'll concede and be second greatest. I ain't here for the smoke right now. I haven't earned a shot at you. Last time we fought, you beat me.
Right.
Young Kings Wrestling was there to witness it.
Indeed.
They can vouch.
Clean as a whistle.
I seen it. John Cena said, I'm good. I ain't earned nothing. I know somebody that's earned a shot at you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Reek, what everybody's saying, let them know who earned a shot at Roman Reigns.
Yes, sir. It's L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My God.
Came
So
out
Roman said,
with the Walking Dead joint, too.
on God.
Yeah.
He was low-key cooking Roman. He's, like I said, he ain't no bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jimmy Uso. Some Jimmy Uso shit.
I don't think Jimmy ever had a serious moment in his life.
No.
Oh God.
Jimmy a comedian, so he still trying to cop pleas, and Roman saying, I ain't with that shit. Ain't nobody ask you to help me out. Ain't nobody ask you to be me in my absence.
Like talking about being a quarterback.
Right.
Like, you don't call audibles. You don't do that shit. Like, what's wrong with you?
Call the plays. I call the plays. I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm the defensive coordinator. I'm the head coach. I'm the special teams coach. I coach the linebackers. I coach the running backs. It's all me. This is what I do. Why you think he say call Roman Reigns?
Exactly.
He said call Jimmy Uso. Nobody come to see you, Otis. Like,
oh,
it's gonna be fun. Crown Jewel is looking like it's gonna be a good time because Roman Reigns said, "All right, fam, you want to match LA Knight? Let's get it." So that's more than likely on the table if it hasn't been announced already. Cena and Solo Sikoa definitely going down.
I need that.
Some OG Umaga Cena type stuff.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, everything bloodline is kind of restoring that feeling. Y'all had me scared a couple months ago. But now Roman back is looking like it's gonna be all right. Elsewhere, Roman Reigns is not the only person who returned. Pretty Deadly back. Elton Prince is back.
Yes, boy.
Elton Strong, yes, boy. Folks don't understand how debilitating an injury that Elton Prince suffered. I know. I know how debilitating it was. I'm very familiar. Yeah, he almost lost his career. That was a career-threatening injury right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's me, Elton Prince, and Randy Orton. Yeah, shout out to Bud, too. Shout out to Bud.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Undisputed champ right there. he the welterweight champion.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my guy, Omaha, Nebraska. Shout out to him. What else happened on SmackDown, though, man? We got Charlotte Flair and what's her name? Zelina Vega.
Mm-hmm.
They came out there. They looking like the craziest, the craziest looking tag team.
I'm telling you, bro. Like
Zelina 4'11, Charlotte 5'11. It's a whole ruler in between them.
Yeah, man. I don't get it.
It just looked like a funny visual, especially when Charlie be wearing the heels too. Now she even taller.
Yeah, tiptoeing and shit.
Yeah, but what happened was the Street Profits attacked Carlito, and then Bailey was mad that Carlito was getting all the attention, and she wanted some attention from Adam Pearce, and Zelina Vega took offense to it. It was like, hold on, fam, we dealing with something important right now.
It's bigger than
I'll see you in the ring. See you in the ring. So we get that. Bailey wins, beats Zelina, and then Damage Control putting the beats on Zelina. Here comes Charlotte Flair. It's unfinished business. Y'all forget Charlotte Flair lost a shot at tying. I don't think she would have tied. I don't know what they doing with these NXT championship with her. It seems like it don't count for her, but it counts for Becky for some reason.
We gotta establish some consistency between like what counts.
How it count for Becky, but it don't count for Charlotte.
Right.
I'm getting
this shouldn't be a new thing. Because Charlotte was NXT champion 3 years ago.
Right.
So
like very similar to what Becky doing right now.
I don't know how we can erase that at all.
Roy Jones Jr., y'all must have forgot.
Exactly.
I didn't though. I didn't. But anyway, so Charlotte Flair, she backstage talking to Adam Pearce, and in comes, to everybody's surprise,
Not ours.
Jade Cargill. Not our surprise. We talked about it. Fans listening.
You know what I'm saying?
We know money.
We know y'all got your headphones on like us.
Right.
We know you there.
Yeah, y'all tapped in. It's all good. Y'all don't want to admit it. Jade comes in there, and Triple H comes in there. He goes to introduce Charlotte Flair to Jade, and Charlotte is like, I know who she is. I have no interest in talking to you right now. I'm going to go. I know what time it is. When the yams and the broccoli casserole touch.
Yes, sir.
And then all week long, we got hyped up with a special announcement from Triple H.
Players fuck up. Sorry.
Players fucked up. Special announcement from Triple H, the Hall of Famer, the head of creative control. And he comes out there, does his Triple H thing, feeling real humble and gracious, never taking life for granted. Forget Triple H almost died a couple years ago, like legit. So, anytime he gets to go out there in front of the fans, I think it makes him feel good that like shit, I still can, I don't get to experience it on the level which I used to, but damn it still feels good to have the adoration. So it's genuine. You can see it in his face. It's genuine.
Oh yeah, always.
But he's out there and he's like, I got Adam Pearce out here, and I want to say Adam Pearce has been doing his thing and trying the hardest he can. That's what he said. I necessarily do not concur.
No, me either. I was confused that whole segment, bro. Like, what?
I was just like, what? Bro, he had Adam Pearce in the ring, and I'm like, I know he ain't about to give Adam Pearce a fucking promotion.
Right.
I stay off the internet. So somebody tried to spoil it for me. I'm like, I believe it when I see it. Then I see Adam Pearce. I'm like, I know he ain't giving Adam Pearce a promotion. Because I know Adam Pearce ain't leaving. So why Adam Pearce out there? Adam Pearce apparently didn't know either.
I guess not.
Sure enough, this man got promoted to Raw General Manager. He was a authority figure with no official title for the last 3-4 years before the pandemic, to my knowledge, from what I remember. So he has been busting his ass, not doing enough to my criteria. If I were to be the judge,
I have him doing a subpar job at best.
Yeah. Like he do the bare minimums, like enough to keep things flowing and keep his job.
Right.
But he ain't going above and beyond. He like black people at work. Like he just doing enough to get the check. So that I actually, I take back all the slander on Adam Pearce. Cause you just like a nigga at work. He do enough to get by.
He really do. He really do, man.
I can't even be mad at you now that I think about it. But he got promoted. That's the same thing. We do enough to get by, and they be thinking we doing our job enough, and they promote us.
That's a fact.
I definitely have been promoted twice that way by doing the bare minimum.
Bro, I'm in a promotion right now for doing that same thing. So
hey, Adam Pearce, I'm gonna have to give you an honorary black card on that. Shout out to Adam Pearce. But Triple H is just like, look, you be doing a lot, so we're gonna cut that workload in half.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring you in some help. Now you the Raw general manager. That's all you gotta focus on. You don't gotta travel to both shows no more. I done brought you in some help. This dude been working backstage the past few months. Nick Aldis. We're gonna bring Nick Aldis in here. Nick Aldis is the new general manager of SmackDown. First order of business is Dominic Mysterio had some issues. They did the Triple H Judgment Day meme too. I really appreciate them for that. I appreciate that. They did the interruption meme. I love it. So Judgment, they kind of did it. It wasn't the full Judgment Day music. It was just Dom.
Yeah.
Dom had to come out there talk his shit. Triple H had to let y'all know we don't pipe in booze for nobody around here.
Oh, man.
We don't lower mic levels for nobody around here.
Bro. Expert level trolling.
Expert level. He did it. He did it also in the Jade and Charlotte thing too.
Oh yeah, look, because somebody posted the picture. I think it was
Was,
Aubrey
yeah.
when she was in there. I was like, oh man, I
I
didn't even
peeped
see
when
it,
he did
man.
it too, but I didn't know if nobody really peeped it, so I didn't say nothing. I seen somebody else caught it. I was like, there we go.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to him. Big troll work. Dom
Always.
come out there, having issues. Nick Aldis trolled Dom some. I think Nick Aldis like quickly established himself with the audience who
Oh,
probably
of
don't
course.
believe. He's just like, I ain't here to play with you niggas. Nick
Exactly.
Aldis, I think to everybody's surprise, people found out he 36.
What?
Yes.
Dog, whoa, hold on. Why I'm thinking this dude is in his mid
You
40s.
36.
Yo, wait a minute. I know you lying.
He turned 37 in a couple weeks, but he's still young as hell.
Hold on, fam.
The
I
man
know
can
you
still
lying.
go.
No,
So
this nigga
listen,
really 36.
y'all niggas don't want to try Nick Aldis.
Yo.
So he let that be
Wow.
known. I ain't with the play. I'll put the boots back on if I have to. Don't let this suit
I'm
fool
about to
you.
say, yeah,
You see, I'm Diesel under the suit already.
That's a fact. And it ain't no way we don't see him at some point mix it up with somebody. So I'm
With Dom,
I'm
it
looking
gotta be
forward to
Dom.
that.
It gotta be Dom at some
Yeah,
point.
that's first order of business.
Because Dom gonna have the pressing issues. Because first order of business Nick Aldis did. He said, "Hey yo, y'all remember that Jay Uso trade a couple weeks back? Well, it's a trade, motherfucker. We got to get somebody. We got Kevin Owens back in here. Kevin Owens came out there, Stone Cold Stunner to Dom Mysterio. So yeah, Dom gonna have some issues. It's gonna be fun.
I'm giving an F to that because I said from jump, if it wasn't Jay for Cody, then I don't want to hear it. Now I know they tag team partners, but like, listen, man, you're wearing
I
on
thought it
patience.
still would have been Jay. I thought it still would have been him. And
Yeah,
Roman
man.
and Jay, Roman and Cody rather did the face to face. So
oh yeah,
planted the seeds on that.
They had to let y'all know, like, oh, we ain't
Nick Aldis
yet.
Aldis still was like, hey fam, hold on.
Hey, we ain't doing all
This man
this right
stepped
here.
in between the two biggest faces of the company.
Right.
And separated them, and they respected him. That put Nick Aldis over crazy.
Hell yeah.
First night on the job. So listen, y'all do what y'all got to do.
And at some point, you got enough history to have Cody and Nick, because that ties a lot of shit together. If y'all remember All In, the first All In,
man. Cody Rhodes beat Nick Aldis for the NWA championship. So
yes, sir.
That makes Nick Aldis the third former NWA champion to be an authority figure this week in WWE.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Adam Pearce, Cody, and Nick Aldis. Shout out to Kevin Owens back on SmackDown. You know what that means?
Oh no.
I arrived to my biggest hater's funeral. Sami Zayn, R.I.P. Bozo. You all alone again.
Oh man.
He gonna press Cody about that too.
Oh man, he gonna be running, try to join the Judgment Day. Try and get.
You might as well at this point.
Get
need some friends.
Need some bitches.
Something. I know you married. You need some bitches too. But now we got Nick Aldis. Apparently, the criteria to be a general manager in WWE is you won the NWA title.
Yeah.
So who using this criteria, who should be the permanent NXT general manager? You got AJ Styles out there. He count.
He could be.
Kurt.
You'd have to sign him back, but Cardona. I have Cardona do it.
Hey,
anybody but Tyrus. Let's just put it that way.
Damn, you totally jumped ahead on my. I was about to troll. I literally used this question to set up a troll to say Tyrus, and you just totally ruined my stuff.
I ain't doing it. My spirit was telling me. My spirit was telling me we ain't doing it.
Hey, in the words of Triple H, there's always a plan B. So don't even trip. I did say R-Truth though. I'll say R-Truth go down there. Last time we saw R-Truth was in NXT.
Yeah.
Oh, you can go down there. Y'all. He was 2-time NWA champ. Ken Shamrock. Okay. I like that one too.
See that. I'll take that.
And one of my favorite keep a check nominees, Jeff Jarrett, signed good old JEFF, JARRETT, my plan B.
Listen, he bounced back and forth. He bounced back and forth everywhere. He might as well.
Let him do something on screen. Y'all had him doing some executive stuff last time around.
If he wasn't the champ over there right now, I would have said Christian.
Oh yeah.
Especially this Christian. the way he be going off on fathers now. Like
hey, just have Christian as an NXT general manager interrupt Cody Rhodes awarding the Dusty Cup to somebody. With all due respect, Cody, I feel like the main authority figure of this show should be doing the honors here. No offense to your father.
Right.
Something of that regard.
Yo, that's honestly, like, I've never been this invested in what Christian does until this point. Like, this nigga just went full savage.
I can't remember the last time I was like disinvested in Christian. Maybe like the One More Match era.
Yeah.
Before that, like 2004, maybe.
Yeah, when he was Captain Charisma.
Yeah, Captain Charisma, creepy little bastard.
Yeah, COB.
That was around that time when he first cut his hair and all that.
Yeah, man. You ever heard that rumor that Vince said, like, he hated Christian's face so much he wanted him to put a blue dot on it on TV?
How would that have worked?
I don't know. Like, it's only going, like, I mean, it's not like it's impossible, but I don't know how you do it, especially when, like, he's actually wrestling. Like, unless you're doing it, like, for entrances or backstage stuff. Like, you take it off when he wrestle.
That's crazy.
But, like, you could swing that, I guess.
That would be crazy. Like, you hate somebody's face that much?
I don't know, man. I guess.
Like, I know some people face I hate. There's a lot of people faces I hate.
Because, like, he said the same thing about Mick. That's why he put him in that mask.
Hey, the mask
he made it work. Though. I'm about to say he made it work. So it's like it ain't no big thing, but
hey, I should be Mankind for Halloween.
I can see.
I don't got a Halloween costume yet. I'm gonna see if I can find a Mankind mask.
Yeah,
I got the button up. Button up ain't no problem.
Yeah.
I need the shirt up underneath it though. I need the smiley face shirt.
There you go.
Hey, let's talk about Halloween costumes at some point. I feel like I gotta dress like a wrestler every year. I was Stone Cold a couple years ago. The year after that, I was Reggie.
Yeah.
Hi, nigga Reggie.
Sad nigga.
I don't think I did nobody last year. I'm gonna be Seth Rollins again one of these days. I said again.
Get the Seth wild Rollins. Suits.
Yeah. I'm gonna go give me some more crazy suits, all that. Shout out to Halloween, man.
Facts.
Shout out to horror movies and all that. I watched one of Strange. The show's over, by the way. We done talking about wrestling. We just chilling.
Yeah.
Stay along with us. We be fooling around. A couple more minutes. Yeah, I watched one of Stranger Calls for the first time. The OG.
Oh, okay. All right.
That
I never saw that one. Yeah. Never saw that.
Never seen it before. Yeah, and it was crazy. I didn't know that Scream was based off of it. I seen it on Peacock.
Mm-hmm.
I just be playing random stuff that I come across. I'm like, oh, this look interesting.
Yeah.
Let me not watch the trailer. I see it's interesting by some pictures and the name of it. I judge books by its cover. I go in blind.
There you go.
It is what it is. I enjoy it more that way. But I was watching it and I'm like, yo, this remind me of Scream. And then I went and seen that's Wes Craven was inspired by this movie for the first scene of Scream. So it makes sense. Shout out to the horror movies, man. We'll be watching some more today. I think I'm gonna watch Jason Takes Manhattan. Yesterday was Friday the 13th.
Oh my god, yeah.
So I had to watch me some Jason, man. I didn't get to yesterday, but I was too busy watching Colorado get whooped.
I was watching Jason X. I was reminded how bad that the movie was bad in general.
Wasn't Kelly Rowland in that?
Nah, she was in Freddy vs.
Freddy
Jason.
vs. Jason. Okay, she was in one of them.
Yeah, like the dialogue was just terrible. Like,
I bet.
dog. Like the concept I could have got behind. The concept I could get behind. You know what I'm saying? Like it was something new, something different.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I tried a little too hard on this one.
Man, I also watched I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, with Brandy?
Yeah, with Brandy and Mekhi Phifer. And I forgot Sarah Michelle Gellar was not in this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't remember why. And so they just it seemed like Freddie Prinze Jr. was just forced into the story for some fucking reason.
Damn straight.
No, I don't remember I Still Know What You Did Last Summer being that trash. Outside of Brandy and Mekhi Phifer, it was kind of ass. Like the plot twist always pissed me off.
Right.
Cause get it? I'm Will Ben's son. Like, shut
Benson.
up, nigga.
Like, what?
But you know what? I didn't know there was a sequel to that.
Oh my God. Bro.
I watched that. That's the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
I'm about to say that's top tier, one of the most trash movies I've ever seen in my life.
Like horrible.
And it's like the thing is, I went in expecting it to be trash.
Same.
But then it's like, yo, y'all didn't even try.
My expectations entirely.
It felt like y'all had some like high school kid just write up what you would want to see in another movie, and he just submitted it and was like, okay, put it together, make it happen.
Yeah,
like
man.
That's what it felt like. It was garbage.
I enjoy trash movies, but damn, there's a limit to that too.
Yeah, I can't do all that.
Nah,
that was over the top.
I gave it a 0.5 star on Letterboxd.
Half star.
You know it's bad when I gave a couple movies a 0.5 star this past week too. I don't even remember the other one I did. But I gotta go and watch Baby Boy again to wash it down. Baby Boy classic.
Mm-hmm. You gotta do
shout out to trash movies, man, and shout out to Young Kings Wrestling. We're gonna close this up, man. Let's plug our socials. Stay off the drugs.
Please.
Y'all know who.
Stay off the drugs, stay off the discourse with your cult following. Y'all can find me at Recapper24 on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, you can check out all the past episodes of the Havoc Hour where I talk sports and entertainment on those streaming platforms where you find Young Kings Wrestling, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify. The video version is up on YouTube. I got my topic list together. I'm gonna hit y'all up. I might see if I can do this shit tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Right. But yeah, it's definitely within the week. I'm gonna knock this out because I got some good topics. They all relevant. So yeah, we gonna get this thing popping.
We gotta talk about Colorado losing.
I'm gonna throw it in there. Listen, I got a Dion topic in here, so I'm gonna throw it in there. We good.
Yeah, I seen the Dion topic too. I was like, yeah, let me get my hater glasses on. Y'all know me. I'm all about the hate. I like being a hater. That shit fun, man. But yeah, man. I am the thespian TC Fontaine. I real quick, I want to update y'all on my Cut the Check nominees because I seen this brother. He got released from WWE some time ago. Mm-hmm. Like when WWE was just releasing everybody every 2 months and shit.
Yeah,
he was one of them casualties, and now he's seemed to had retired in ring, or so I thought. I knew he wasn't taking any bookings or anything. I seen him start taking bookings a couple months back. I'm like, okay, I'm glad to see him back out here wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, but he still be on WWE, like on WWE social channels.
Yep.
And then all week long before Fastlane, I was just seeing him on various different things on WWE's YouTube. I seen him on the bump. I seen him doing some other stuff on Up, Up, Down, Down. I come to find out Tyler Breeze is still signed to WWE in a non-wrestling deal and wrestles on the indies. Still, like, get that money, Tyler.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I love to see it.
Because I had no idea that he had gotten his job back. Like,
I don't think he ever lost the up down contract. I think he's been signed this whole time to that deal at least.
So yeah, I think that's what, because it says June 25th, 2021, him and Fandango got released. And then like a year later, he mentioned how he was a guest coach at the PC, and then he joined with Woods back on the Up Down channel.
Okay.
So he's the co-host there. And that kept him under contract, because I think this was around the time whatchamacallit, where Triple H took over and everything like that.
Uh-huh.
So they were letting people do their third party shit again. So now with the channel, with Woods making him the co-host, that keeps him under contract.
That's fire.
But because that's his deal, he can take the indie bookings.
That's fire.
That
I
is
love
dope.
to see it. I love to see the finesse. We finesse corporations out here. I love to see it. Shout out to
Hell
Tyler
yeah.
Breeze, man. I am the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TCF baby. Please say the baby. Keys to the Sadies, but please say the baby.
Hey,
You already know.
yes, sir.
Follow me everywhere. I'm on Twitter, TC Fontaine, Instagram, TC.Fontaine, my photography, FOY.Flicks. Hit the link in the bio on that. You want to see my full portfolio. Got some good stuff. Got some new pictures I'm posting this week too. I was just taking some pictures earlier. Shout out to the Running Rebels. They had an event up here at UNLV. So I said, you know what, let's podcast at UNLV too. So we're doing everything. I love coming back to campus. I like when you graduate and they start adding a bunch of new shit that would have been beneficial during your time there.
Shit.
I found out they got individual study pods now that keep out noise. Like, where was this at when I was here? Now that I'm on campus, I'm going to go find them and see what they look like. We're going to explore. But yeah, check us out. And of course, Young Kings Wrestling everywhere at ykwrestling.com. Go get you some merch if you want. And
hey, real quick, Logan Paul and Dylan Dennis getting ready to fight right now, in case anybody interested.
We're not live.
Probably not, but no, you're probably not, but
y'all probably not. Yeah. We also not live, so the fight gonna be over by the time y'all hear it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap into it. We're gonna see what it's like.
I just peeped it on the timeline. They getting ready to fight. I forgot it was tonight. And it's early too. So that's good.
Right before Tim Zoo. Tim Zoo fight tonight too.
Okay.
So if y'all big boxing fans like me, y'all know who Tim Zoo is. Y'all probably don't know who the fuck Tim Zoo is if you're not a boxing fan. Yeah. Tim Zoo is he got like one belt at 154.
I think so.
I don't remember which one, but he just got it a couple weeks ago. They stripped Jermell Charlo of the belt. I think it was WBC. So yeah, he putting his belt on the line. Really is just a de facto vacant. They should have just vacated the belt if y'all knew he was fighting. Like,
right.
I don't get the WBC sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't get a lot of these organizations sometimes. But anyway, we rambling. Next week we'll be back.
Said I'll be back to hold you down. I don't want to leave.
But we gotta go right now. I am the thespian TC Fontaine. We got Wreak Havoc, and we're gonna be back next week with another one, y'all.
Another one.
Young Kings Wrestling.
Sir.
We out of here. Gone.
Count.